welcome. Looking forward to seeing all your smiling faces. Tark will be joining us in just 1 minute. We're getting our setup so that he and Grayson can jam through as many deals as possible tonight to show you how easy it is to do deal finding for your house flipping and wholesaling business. And I'm excited for tonight because in the past we've used things like Deal Finder, we've used things like Privy, and tonight we're going old school. We're going free software. We're going to hop on Zillow as well as use a couple other searches to show you guys that it does not require software. Now, we know that Privy as well as Deal Finder have some tools inside of them that definitely enhance the process. But for tonight, we're going to rock and roll on Zillow. So Grayson is ready with the fast fingers. Tarek is going to hop on as well. And we're going to do some deal finding here in just a minute. The team is just getting everything set up for Tarek. You know, we have to kind of move things in and out of the house with babies and you know, family and all that set up. We've got staff coming in and out, and we're making sure that everybody's safe in the house. So we're just going to take a minute to make sure that all that gets set up. Now, in the meantime, let's see. We've got people joining us from
people all over. It's amazing.
All over. We've got east to west coast.
Like right here?
My goodness. I hear a couple people chiming in. We'll ask that you mute. If you can, make sure you mute. I will definitely mute all as Tarek gets started, and then we'll open it back up for questions and some check-ins here and there. But be ready, because as Tarek comes on, we're going to ask for some of you to throw what cities you'd like us to do some searching in. And, you know, based on the fact that we are going to call real estate agents, and, you know, it is 8:30 here on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast in Florida. We do want to make sure we start with maybe one East Coast city and then move across the country so that in an hour and a half, we're not calling realtors at, you know, 10 o'clock at night. We'll get ready in just a little bit to start dialing out. As we're getting started, I'm curious, for those of you that are on the call, are there any of you, if you would put this in the chat, that are going to be with us in Arizona shortly for the Flipping Summit? I know that last week we had a ton of people that said they were going to be attending the Flipping Summit with us. Just curious if you're coming. Oh, all right. Let's see. Brianna, Mark Cooley.
I'll be there, Mike.
Renee.
Oh, he's
Stephanie
here.
Rankin.
There we go.
I'll be there, Mike.
Tarek is here, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
what's up, everybody? How's it going?
Tarek El Moussa. Good. Tarek, we were just saying hi to everyone, telling them how excited we are that you're going to go old school tonight. You're going to be dropping into Zillow. And they're ready and primed to give us some cities so that you and Grayson can do the fast finger work. So with that, guys, it's your show.
Okay, so let's just kick this thing off. So tonight is about taking away any excuse that we might have about why we can't be real estate investors. Because tonight I'm going to show you that each and every one of you can do this with no money, with no marketing. You need phone and you need an internet, okay? So with those two things, you can get started as a real estate investor. You guys, I started this business when I was a 20-year-old kid. I went from delivering pizza to selling houses to investing. And when I started investing, I had no idea what I was doing, and I had no money to do what I had no idea what I was doing, okay? And I still pulled it off, right? So now this is 20 years later. I've been doing this for 20 years. I have all the knowledge, all the tools, everything to show you guys exactly how to get to where you're trying to go. So in the chat box, I want to hear right now all the reasons why someone think they might not be able to be a real estate investor. Seriously, put it in there so I can show you that that's wrong, because the belief is the most important part. You need to believe you can do this. You need to believe it's possible. And that's the hard thing for most people. They think, well, it's not going to work for me. Well, of course it's going to work for you if you put in the work and if you follow a plan and if you do what you're supposed to do. So tonight is just very, very unique because I am literally cold calling real estate agents. Nothing is preset. I don't even know who we're calling, where we're calling, why we're calling, but we're calling, okay? We're going to see what happens tonight. So in the chat, I got a couple of people saying timing was wrong. Well, the timing is always right to make money in real estate. I'm a big believer in that. No money, you need absolutely no money to get started. If you haven't heard of wholesaling real estate, it's an incredible thing. That's not tonight's training, but jump on Google and look up wholesaling real estate. Okay. Too much competition. Listen, so let's talk about the competition. You know who my competition is and your competition has been in the last 10 years? It's been Zillow, it's been Redfin, it's been Opendoor. Do you think Tarek El Moussa can compete with Opendoor? Absolutely not. But can he? Well, yes, he can, meaning they are 1 million times bigger than me. But am I still getting deals? Absolutely. Is there someone right now sitting in their house that's never thought about real estate? And in 6 months from now, are they going to be flipping a house? Absolutely. So forget about the competition. If you're putting in the work, you're going to get deals and you're going to find success. So what do you guys think? Should we kick this thing off?
Let's do it.
All right. All right. So this is where I'm going to have Grayson help me.
I think they're ready, Tarek.
How do I get to the screen share for Zillow and stuff?
You want to do it on my computer? So you can do that. You can see the screen.
Oh, look at
Perfect.
that. Look at this fancy tonight. I got 2 screens, everybody. All right. So what's the first state or city you guys want me to start in? Let's play it. Let's have some fun. All right. All right. Oh, it's going too fast. It's going too fast. All right. Well, I saw Atlanta. Should we start with Atlanta, Mike? Okay. And listen, watch what I do. I got to go over here and this is, I normally use Zillow.
I have to.
Yeah. So Atlanta homes for sale. Oh, just Atlanta, Georgia. Look at typing into Google. Okay, and then we're gonna click for sale. So just so everybody knows, I haven't done this in like 20 years. Just kidding. All right. So how do I get to? Well, that's a lot of homes for sale. So let's do this. Let's look at. It's bothering me. It's not popping up on my screen there. Okay, it keeps coming up. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go. I can't work. Sorry, Rudy, I can't work because there's a blocker coming up on my my bar there. It's gonna keep coming up. Okay, so price. And here's another thing. The market is in a little bit of turmoil. So do I want to go out and try to flip $1 million or $2 million or $3 million house today? Not so much. So I'm curious what's going on under 400,000. So let's look up to 400,000. And also, I don't want to waste my time flipping a $50,000 house because how much money can you really make, right? So let's put a base of, let's do 200,000. How many came up? Only 22 listings? That's not many. So let's do 100,000. We're going to hit apply. Okay, so how do I just scroll through these one at a time? Any ideas, Chelsea?
The pictures?
No, the houses. Yeah, I need to get this off the screen. And just minimize it.
Right here, like this.
Okay, so, all right, so the first thing we're gonna do is look for 2 different things, right? One, we're gonna look for a really beat up fixer-upper house, and we're gonna use our eyes, okay? We're just gonna look at the photos. Another thing we're gonna look for is a house that maybe needs some work, that's not like a total fixer, that's maybe been on the market for a couple months. If a house has been on the market for a couple months, and if they've reduced the price, that usually is a sign that your seller is motivated and they might be willing to negotiate. So this first house, that looks nice. That looks nice. Let's see here. All right. So we're just looking. Just like this, guys. I don't even know where Atlanta is on the map. I own houses there though. All
What
right.
about that one, Tarek? What about that 170 right there? You want to take a look at that one?
Ooh, this one is looking beat up. Yeah, let's take a
Doesn't
look
it?
at this. Let's take a look at this one. Okay,
Oh,
so
and they just dropped it 25 grand.
exactly. So what is the first thing that we see on this screen, everybody?
Love it.
Price cut, $25,000. So here's what I'd like to do. Grayson, while I'm calling this agent, maybe you could do a little bit of homework
Yep.
and let me know what you think a good offer price is or what the ARV is. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm going to type in the address right now and I'll get that over to you in 1 second.
Okay, perfect. Can you?
And Tarek, in the notes, it even starts with investors with exclamation points.
And then
So it looks like they're motivated, which is really good.
find the phone number. Yeah. All right. So now I need to find the listing agent's phone number. So all I did was copy in Zillow. I had the agent's name and brokerage and paste. And now we're just on Google. All right. Is that her phone? What's her name?
Linda.
Linda. All right. We got it. All right. Linda. And her number is 1-404-559-9032. And here's the big trick to phone sales. Be nice. Have a smile on your face. Be fun. You know, don't get too, well, you're going to be nervous on your first couple hundred calls. Totally totally normal. I was. All right. So how do I get back to the listing there? And her name is Linda. Is there any more pictures or is that it? That is it. Linda. All right. We're calling Linda.
Hello, and thank you for calling Platinum Real Estate, a full-service.
Is there a
real
cell
estate
phone for
firm
her?
specializing in residential and commercial real
You can
estate
use your
with over
phone.
25 years experience serving Georgia.
Yeah. So see if there's a different number on the internet. There might be a website for her or something like that.
Yeah, Tarek, and just so you know, so the comps on my end are looking at between like 240 and 260 very comfortably.
All right. What do you think's a good offer price on this if we wanted to wholesale it out?
I mean, 150, 145, something like that. I think that would be a really good price point because we can leave a little bit of meat on the bone for our buyers because we want to make sure that we maintain those relationships and they have a little bit of opportunity to make money themselves.
Exactly. So everybody, I'm not planning on flipping this house. What I would do if I got this house is I would get the seller to sign a contract to sell me the house or a signee, and then I would assign that contract and sell that contract to a different investor, make a quick, 5, 10, 15, 20 grand and move on if I got the house.
Yep.
All right. So what's this new number? 1678, 1678. 471-6133.
I love that the students are on finding the phone number with us. Great job, guys. Keep
Yeah,
that
yeah,
up.
you guys are learning. You guys should be looking this up too. Linda, right?
Mhm.
What's the house?
Hello,
Grayson,
Hi,
can I ask
is
a
this
quick
Linda?
question?
this is Linda.
Hey, Linda, this is Tarek. I was calling about your listing on Irish Street. I'm an investor.
Okay,
How you doing tonight?
good. What about you?
Oh, I am just doing fantastic. And I saw this beautiful gem of a listing you got. And I'm a buy and hold investor as well as a fix and flip investor. And I was just giving a call to see if you had any offers on the property.
They are coming in, but this is the deal. He don't want to really start taking offers. He wants them to look at the property. So when they submit an offer, they're ready to go. The time to drop offer, then wait 15 days for inspection and all that kind of stuff. He don't want to do that.
Got it. Got it. So any offers that he gets, he wants someone to actually look at the house.
Exactly.
Got it. Got it. And I see that you reduced the price 25,000 on March 12th. Did you have any offers before?
Well, he did, but this is the deal. It's not, most of them was thinking that, if they can go in there and fix it here, fix it there. It's not one of those. It needs total rehabbing and or either tear down and rebuild.
God, okay, so this
Now,
so this is a major fixer. So let me ask you a question, and I don't know if you even know off the top of your head, but do you have any rough idea what do you think it might cost to fix this house up and make it new? Ask
I don't
them.
know what it will cost to make it feel new, but there's someone that did do the same thing, and they extended the square footage to about 2,400, and it's under contract for like $559.
Got it. Yeah, it's just
Depends on how far the investor want to go to do it, because if the area was supported,
got it.
you won't be able to do it at a square footage of 1,200 or where it is, which is a total, which would be a rehab. But if you went in there and tore it down and rebuild your own design, then yeah, it was supported.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. What if it just stayed a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1,200 square foot house and it was remodeled really nice? What do you think it would sell for in today's market in Atlanta?
Well, in that area, it probably will go no more than about 350, 375.
Okay, so you think 350, it probably needs 130 and work, 350, 250, 222. Okay, so I do have a question, because over the years, I've actually bought and sold over 1,000 houses. And what I'm seeing in today's market is a lot of investors are going after houses like this, locking them up and then backing out. And then it goes back on the market and another investor comes in, locks it up, and they back out. And then they call me and I eventually buy it. So have you guys gone into escrow with any buyers yet?
No, because he haven't had any that he's interested in taking. So no, and that's what happened, before. They come, they tie up the property with all of this due diligence period. And it doesn't really take all that. This is a property where an investor, a savvy investor, can go in and look at this and say, oh, and look at the comps and say, oh, if I increase this to a 2-bath, give it a little bit more square footage, the more square footage you're going to get the money.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm the type of investor that actually buys. It just really comes down to price. Let me ask you real quick: does your seller live at the house, or is this property vacant?
No, it's vacant.
Oh, it's vacant. How long has it been sitting vacant?
It's been vacant. Well, I got involved with it maybe about I had it on the market before, maybe about 35 days.
About
a little over a month or two.
Got it. So let me ask you this. So it sounds like you have the owner wants to sell the house. They don't live at the house. They're probably a little bit frustrated. He's been trying to sell it for a while. You guys recently reduced the price. So like if I came in with an all cash offer, like no joke, all cash offer, and I was able to close in less than 10 days as is at 125,000, would he consider that?
I don't know. The only thing I can do is ask him.
Okay, well that's fair enough. And then another thing, I don't work with a real estate agent in this area. Would you be able to represent me?
I can do that. Represent you as a customer, him as a client. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is, it's a little late tonight, so I'll reach out first thing tomorrow. Let's get an offer going on this thing.
Okay, and what do you ask? Is that no contingencies?
Well, I would have the only contingency I would have, which we can get out of the way in about 24 hours to 48 hours, would be an inspection contingency. I just need to make sure the house isn't, falling over.
Okay. Well, that's fair. So either way, if you can do that, if you want to do that, he might entertain it.
Okay, awesome.
Because I'm not, I would suggest that, go and have somebody to take those 24 and 48 hours and look at it and see.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we move super fast. I have one last question for you. Do you ever watch HGTV?
Nah, I don't have time. Selling the real estate, I'm an insurance agent too. I don't watch that.
Oh, that's too bad. Did you hear about that new show, The Flipping El Musas?
No.
Well, you should check it out. That's actually my show. And my other show is called Flip or Flop. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Oh, no, but I've seen some in the past. I have, but I haven't seen, I don't know, I wouldn't know if that was the name of.
Yeah, well, check it out. All you have to do, if you're curious who your buyer is, just Google Flipper Flop. Tarek El Moussa will come up. And I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow. Let's get an offer going. I'll get a quick inspection done and I will close on this thing.
That sounds good. I will have you an answer by tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. I'll reach out in the morning. Have a great night.
You do the same.
Oh.
Thank you.
Mic drop.
Boom.
Hey, that never happens, by the way. That's a great lead. They say I said it never happens, it just happens. So obviously it happens. All right, who thinks that's pretty cool? I don't even know where Atlanta is on the map. I didn't run the comps. We just generated a potential deal. Who thinks they can do what I just did? Put that in the chat. I'm curious. Who thinks they can do that? And I'm going to read it right now. If anyone says they can't do it, we're going to have a talk.
If you got on the first one, you made it look too easy, man.
Okay,
All
quick
right.
question, Tarek.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you let's just say you get it for 125, 130. Would you wholesale it or what would you do on
I
this
got
particular?
that's what I'm saying. I have no idea. I don't even think about it. Go get the house and then I figure it out. So many people waste so much time. Where do I get the financing? Who's the contractor going to be? What color am I going to paint the walls? I don't even know what I'm going to do with the house. All I care about is, can I get this asset at a low price? And now if they accept my contract at 125, I'll reverse engineer it. I'll do this. I'll say, well, 1, if I wholesale it, how much can I make? 2, if I flip it, how much can I make? 3, if I remodel it and rent it out, what's my cash flow? And then I have 3 options. From there, I decide what I want to do. It's real simple.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, it's real. I went from delivering pizza to real estate. Okay. All right. You guys want to do another one? All right. Let's do another one. What do we got here? Let's have some fun tonight.
What's our
Real quick,
city?
one of my most favorite things that you always focus on too is like when you're first getting started, like don't let all the noise distract you. The most important thing for us to do is go out there and find the deals. That's what makes you money. Don't worry about the business cards. How many business cards have you had?
0. You know what I would do? Listen, Grayson, here's a good point. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I would do. If I could rewind time and I was starting from 0 and it was 2023, the very first thing I would do would be invest in myself. I would join Homeschooled. The second thing I would do is spend all of my time looking for houses. The third thing I would do is once I found a house, I would take it to my coach and ask my coach to tell me what to do with it. That's what I would do. Who thinks they could do that? 3 steps. Sign up, find it, and then ask what to do. You guys, you can do this.
But Tarek, if you do get it under contract for 125, will you really close in 10 days? Like,
Yeah.
Are you serious? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another thing, by the way. If you went out, Chris, and you did what I just did tomorrow and you locked it up and you wanted to sell it, I'll buy it off you. Or I'll partner with you and we'll wholesale it together. So within Homeschooled, we have a partner program where the students can actually partner with me on deals.
Mhm.
I'm trying to take away all the reasons why we can't do it so we can actually do it. Because once I can get you to believe you can do it, you're going to do it. So tonight is about me convincing you that you can make this happen. That's the truth, you guys.
Yep.
I'm trying to sell you to sell yourself because I already know you guys can do this. All right, let's look for another deal. That was fun. Should we do a difference now? Let's do one more in Atlanta.
Try Palm Beach County.
Is this Atlanta again? Okay, let's do one more in Atlanta. All right, so we're just looking for ugly houses. That's what we're doing. So this one looks like it just came on the market. So I want to see, does
Ooh.
anybody live in there? Oh yeah, this one is.
It looks money. It smells like money. I don't know.
Ooh, I
You
like
smell
this.
from here.
So this one just came on the market. So this is going to be more difficult to negotiate unless it's already listed at a very low price. I don't know. So Grayson, maybe you can look up some comps while I get the agent's number here real quick.
Yep, I'm working on it right now.
And you guys, you see how fast we get comps? I just need it within like 20 grand. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Mhm.
So everybody knows I estimate everything in my head. That's what I do. My construction, my carrying costs, my closing costs. Because at the end of the day, if I have $80,000 in projected profit and I was wrong and I end up with 70 or I end up with 90, is that okay? Yes, it is. All right, so this is the agent right here. Andrew 1404-375-3889. Okay, let's go back to the house. Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Come on down. Price is right.
Your call has been forwarded.
Come on, Andrew.
That's why we make lots of calls, right?
Oh. Is the house in there?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated. voice
Watch this.
messaging
I don't even know what this thing's worth.
404-375-3889 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? Tarek El Musa here. I was calling about 1142 Endale. I'm a real estate investor and interested in the property. Just was wondering if your seller would consider a cash offer at 150,000 with a 7-day close. I got a track record closing over 1,000 houses. So if that's something they'll consider, shoot me a text. Okay, I offered 150 over voicemail. You never know. He might call me back. But you guys see, just go for it. What do you got to lose? I just left a verbal offer on his voicemail. What do you think, Mike? You like that one?
Love it. I love
All
it.
right. What else we got? All right, I'm going to look for one more in Atlanta, and then we'll jump to a different market. But I think it's getting a little bit too late on the East Coast. Someone put in Palm Beach County twice. I'm going to do one in Palm Beach County real quick, and then we're going to have to go more West Coast because it's getting late. You guys having fun at least? You guys, are your eyes and ears open? You guys seeing what's going on here? It's right in front of you. You could do this. I promise. All right. What state is this? Florida?
Florida, Palm Beach County.
I know where that is on the map. All right. So let's just start looking. 20 days on the market now. Too nice. Price cut 34,000.
Ooh,
Well, there. Hello, beautiful.
ooh, I love it.
Is this a mobile home or manufactured?
Nope.
No? Ooh, this one is beat up. Okay, and they dropped the price on March 7th, so about a week ago. All right, let's call this agent. And that's a good price reduction, $35,000. This might be a good deal. Grayson, can you run this thing real quick? 3-bedroom.
I'm on it right now.
To fix this thing up, well, you're probably looking at 110 to 125 grand, somewhere in there. All right, we're gonna call Yuri. Yuri 561.
Someone said there's a lien on this property in the notes that they were looking at it. So let's see what's up.
All right, well, what does it say?
And it's owned by an investor, Tarek, just so you know.
Oh, let's see what they bought it for. Can you see what the sales history on the house is? If you
40,000 in 2015.
okay, and they tried to sell it. Oh. Okay, let's give them a call. 207 0257. Oh, 207 0257. What's the name? Yuri. What's the street address? Yuri. Bahamas. Ooh, I want to go to the Bahamas.
I have a comp at 230, just so you know.
Hi, I was looking for Yuri.
Who am I speaking with?
My name is Tariq El Musa. I was calling about your listing on Bahama Court.
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Just giving a call about this property. It looks like an interesting deal, a little bit of a fixer-upper, and I noticed that you had dropped the price about a week ago, and I was just giving a call to see if you had any offers.
Yeah, we have all kinds of different offers, you know, so it's kind of like looking for the right offer with the, no contingencies. Got to be a sophisticated investor that knows, that's dealt with, with negotiating fines, that can renovate a property from top to bottom. So, yeah, but I mean, you've got a couple that seem like it that can do the job, but we'll see what happens, but it's still available.
Got it. So it sounds like there's some pending liens on the properties. That's what's going on.
Yeah, there's a $100 a day fine that's accumulating for overgrown grass, broken window, things like that. About 65,000, but that can be negotiated down to pennies, whatever, 5% or so or less, even, with the new owner, the city will kind of take some lenience on it.
Oh, I got it. So the asking price is 165, and then there's about 65,000 in fines, and then your seller is hoping a new buyer can potentially negotiate that down.
Well, they will, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how it works normally.
Got it. So, and then when it comes to offers, I mean, with what's going on in the market, I'm sure you've had about 1,000 people calling and talking about offers. I mean, do you have any real credible, legit investors trying to buy it?
Are you interested in buying it for yourself, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of calls, man. A lot of calls, texts, offers. People that have seen it, people that haven't seen it, but
Yeah. Well, I'm usually the guy that buys after the other people act like they're gonna buy and back out.
yeah. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you available? I mean, are you in an area to go take a look at it?
I'm actually on the West Coast, but I have teams out there that can go take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got somebody, I can set them up with a lockbox to go take a look at it. It needs a complete renovation,
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And that's why, like, honestly, like I said, I'm a real investor, and I don't want to waste your time. I know you're busy, and I wouldn't want to waste my time. So that's why, for me, talking about price early on is pretty important. So how negotiable is he on that 165 if I were to come in all cash as is?
That's what it is. It's only cash as is. You got to take over the liens, whatever, open permits, anything that there is. So yeah, he's got a little room there. I mean, it's priced already probably, renovated. You can go from 270 to 285, and then can get about 2,400 in rent a month. So it's got the comps to back it up. But
Got
so
it.
it is priced already to sell, but he's got some room there. So I mean, he's not going to take lowball offers, like 100, 110, 120. But there's some room there. So
There's some room there. And let me just ask you a question when it comes to the fines. Is that something that would transfer to the new owner and have to be negotiated after the close, or is that something? Yeah. Oh, I see. So there's a little bit of a risk to the buyer.
Yeah. I mean, I've had Philip properties myself where there was $2 million in fines, and I ended up paying like 2,500. So the number is not. I mean, I don't know if you've dealt with it yourself, but if you have, it's when the new owner goes in there and tells the city or county, hey, I'm gonna be fixing up the property, making it like new. These fines aren't, or am I, they're not, I didn't do this. That's negotiated. They work with you.
Got it.
It's easier than the original owner that did that. That created the problem.
Got it. Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run some more numbers, sharpen up the pencil, and if I feel good with it, I'll reach out tomorrow and we'll get an offer going.
Sounds good, man. Give me a call anytime.
All right, you got it, Yuri. Thank you.
No problem, man. See you.
Bye. Okay, so the reason I just moved on from that property is because it would be a huge headache and my time is more valuable. So I want to make money now. I don't want to try to take a gamble, negotiate with the city, try to get a lower payoff. I'd rather just call the next house. Does that make sense, everyone? Why is that? We only have 24 hours in the day. So this right here might be a distraction. And here's what happened. A lot of newer real estate investors, they'll find one person that says they're interested in selling, and they'll spend 2 months chasing that person, trying to convince that person, and it doesn't go anywhere. We're looking for motivated people ready to act now. Does that make sense? I got 2 thumbs up for myself in the reflection of the video. There you go. There's Grayson. I like that. All right. Yeah, so everybody agrees that's not worth the deal, because even if it was a deal there, it's too much risk and there's too many headaches. Now, if he said I can get the house for 80,000, well, that's a different story. So this is a house that actually all of you should remember and track it. Let's see what happens with this thing. It might sell for 100 grand in 3 months from now. We don't know. And you guys, you see the difference in the real estate agent? This is a sale. Did he sound excited to talk to me, Mike? Did he sound? No. And listen, right off the bat on the call, he was standoffish. And what did I do? Put a big smile on my face and just started having fun. And the energy's contagious. They can feel that through the phone. All right, let's try another. What time is it over there? 9 o'clock?
It's getting to 9. I think we could go over. I think it was Schrader that maybe said Dallas. So if we look at Dallas or Houston area, pop over to Texas.
Yeah, let's do it.
Houston's been an interesting market, especially
Yeah.
between Third Ward and the Arts District. That's
Yeah,
been
I'm sorry. Dallas or Houston?
either one, Dallas or Houston. You pick.
Dealer's
One
choice.
in
Where's
each.
Dallas,
Okay,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Nashville.
We're moving off the East Coast. We're
Oh
gonna
man, I'm telling you guys, Nashville, Austin, Phoenix, 2025 is gonna be or 24 is gonna be a feeding frenzy. You guys better start getting ready now. I'm telling you.
What's your analogy, Tarek? Getting in front of the wave, right?
Yeah, this is my analogy. If you're a surfer, you're out there in the ocean, right? You see a wave coming. Do you want to start paddling when you see the wave, or do you want to start paddling when the wave gets to you? You want to start paddling when you see the wave, so by the time the wave comes, you can actually ride it versus the wave rolling right over you because you have no momentum.
Love it.
All right, what do we got here? Oh,
Nice.
I shouldn't have done that. That's too nice. Okay. So any price reductions? Like if I started at 0, you guys, if you guys put me in if you guys drop me off at a Motel 6 in Louisville, Kentucky, and I had to go live there for 6 months, I would spend 12 hours a day doing this. 12 hours a day and probably make $1 million. Yeah.
I put money on you.
Well, then I'll have to bet against myself. Better odds.
True.
All right, let's see. Oh, Dallas has some fancy houses right now. All right, I don't see any good yet. One day, 3 days. What is this thing? 1947. All right, no pictures, which means renovated home. Okay, so we don't want to call that one. And by the way, what I'm doing, you can do this with multiple property owners. You call the sellers direct. You can do these with out-of-state owners, people that live out of state. You can do this with people that notice a default. You can do this with anyone, you guys.
Ooh, I got one for you, Tarek.
Which one?
It is 3819 Elsie Faye.
Oh, there it is.
You got that one? Oh yeah, there it is, right there. They just dropped at 70K.
Oh, price cut today. Is that today, 70,000?
Yeah.
13. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. So what does it say about this thing? Are you an investor or looking to purchase multiple units in the heart of Fair Park? Unique triplex. All right, you want to give me a value on this thing when I call the agent?
Yep. I'll do it right now. Give me 1 second.
All right. How beat up is this thing? All right, so I'm gonna say this thing's gonna cost about 120,000 to fix up. And I'm guessing it could be 140, it could be 100, but it doesn't matter because I still make money.
You know what I love, Tarek, is that if they drop it 70 grand today, they're obviously motivated in some capacity, right?
Absolutely. So this is gonna be an interesting one. That looks like an office line. So Grayson, if you could try to give me the comps on this, but this one appears to be multiple units, 844,
I'm
44,
running them right now.
0749. What's the name? Melissa. Oh, let's get the address.
Thank you for calling
Okay.
OfferPad.
Ooh,
Quick-
offer pad.
Oh, there it is, direct. So you see how we find phone numbers, you guys? Just Google. They're real estate agents. They're out there.
Offer pad's gonna already be high, correct?
Offer. Well, I don't even know what OfferPad is.
It's like a Mark Spain. They buy low and then they
Oh.
list it.
It's like an open door. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Same
OfferPad.
same thing, yeah.
Okay, so this one is on Elsie Faye Higgins. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. What's her name? Melissa?
Hi, this is Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. My name is Tarek El Musa. How you doing tonight?
Great, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. I was actually calling about your listing on Elsie Faye Higgins Street in Dallas.
Of course, yes. What can I help you with?
You got a lot of calls today, didn't you?
Not a lot.
Well, I see that it was just reduced 70,000. Is that right?
Sure is. Yes, it was. Yeah, I did some rental comps. Did have a renovation guy come in, but he hasn't given us a quote yet. To get it up to snuff. So, yes, let me pull it up. I know one is like a 2-1, one is a 1-1, and the other is a 3-1, I believe.
Got it. So there's three separate units on this property.
They each have their own separate, entry.
Got it.
There's street parking. One does have like a covered garage, carport. I don't know. It looks like a container to me, but yeah. That is inside. So each has its own kitchen, bathroom, and window units. They're each have individual meter. They did update the electrical panel since they purchased it. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So let me ask you, because I do see that your sellers have been trying to sell it, since September of 22. And obviously you've done a great job updating them on the market, because I see they have about $150,000 in price reductions. So this was an investment property for them, I take it.
Yeah, so they went a different direction for multifamily investing. So they just want to kind of cash out on this one, and they haven't had a tenant in there for a while. So
Got it.
but they just would rather liquidate it and put their funds somewhere else.
Got it. And let me ask you a question, because in this crazy market we're in, I mean, you're going to get a bunch of offers on this thing from 250 to 450 probably, of which maybe 10% will be credible buyers. So what exactly are you and your client looking for in a buyer?
I mean, we're definitely gonna make sure that, because I'm with OfferPad, so we do a lot with investors and, just somebody that's wants to keep it, it's not gonna, yes, it is a crazy market. I think they've got it priced pretty fair. And I mean, with renovations, I know the rental rates are pretty good down there. So, you're anywhere from like 900 up to 1825 for the units, just depending on the condition. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty good then. And you said, did you have any offers in hand yet?
Nothing yet. So,
Okay. And I mean, do you think if I were to come in with a cash offer of say 300,000, do you think that would be enough to get it done?
it might be a conversation starter. I mean, I have shared with them. I understand there's a new build there on Elsie Faye Higgins. I showed that a few months ago. That one just closed for 300. I think this one's a little more unique. So could be a conversation starter. Let's just go with that.
Okay, perfect. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sharpen up the pencil, run some numbers. And if I think it fits, I will reach out in the morning and we'll get an offer going.
Okay, that sounds great. I appreciate it. Yeah,
All right. Well, you have a great night. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Bye. Okay, so you guys, here's the important lesson that I'm trying to get you to understand. Go find the deal and then figure it out. Does that make sense? Like going into these calls, I knew nothing about anything. And now I know it's been listed for a while. The seller's motivated. They've had a $70,000 price reduction. So from here, I'm going to do some research. Well, I'm going to have my team do some research tonight. And if this deal looks good, I'm going to place an offer in the morning. Who thinks they can do what I just did? I want to see it in the chat. Or who thinks they can't do what I just did? Because I didn't do anything special. Literally nothing. I just asked questions.
Tarek, I just want to point out in less than an hour, you've researched and found 3 deals in major markets, all that make sense, all that have a margin of opportunity in them for free. You didn't pay for the software.
I'm telling you, you guys, if you drop me off with a phone and internet anywhere in the world, I would find deals my very first day. Just doing this. I wouldn't sleep. I would drink 50 Red Bulls, and I just did 3 conversations. I would do 300 a day. Okay. But they are out there. You just got to talk to people. And you see the difference with the real estate agents. The first one, super sweet. The second one, standoffish. The third one, very, very nice to talk with, right? That's all it is. Let's keep this thing going.
Yeah, we had a quick
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
Tarek, on somebody asking about how you finance the deals. If you want to explain how a wholesale deal works real quick, just to explain that you don't need financing for these. These are,
Okay.
you can do these deals with zero money out of your pocket. And worst case scenario, I mean, we're willing to partner with you.
Yeah, so very simple. So what I would do is I would write my offer as Tarek buys houses or assignee. If I put or assignee, that gives me the legal right to assign that contract to somebody else. So let's just say I got this seller to agree to my offer at $300,000, like I said. And let's just say I call Grayson, who's looking for a triplex in the area, and he says, I'll give you $325. Well, I'm going to assign the contract to Grayson at $325,000. So Grayson and the seller, they're going to go into escrow. Grayson's going to buy the property, but I'm going to get the difference in the contract prices. The first contract's 300, the second contract's 325. So I get to keep the difference, which is 25,000. And that's the beautiful thing about wholesaling. It doesn't take money. It just takes work. Here's another thing. If you're a homeschooled student, this is what you do. If you get this deal for 300,000 and you don't know what to do, you just reach out to my office. You connect with my team. They'll look at the deal. If it's approved, they're going to help you wholesale it for you, and we split the deal with you. So no matter what, you're covered. Does it make sense? So no matter what, we got your back. We're going to hold your hand through the entire process. I'm begging you guys, let's go. Come on, you can do this.
Well, I think the biggest part of Tarek is like, if we're willing to put our money where our mouth is and we're willing to hold your hand through this entire process, that should be proof in itself that we're going to walk you through. We don't want to lose money either. We're
No.
here to make these deals happen. Like this is the real deal. Like we are here to help you, and we want to make sure that this works out well. We're going to run the comps for you. We're going to run the numbers for you. We're going to make sure it is a deal before you put any pen to paper. And I think that's one of the most important parts to get through to everybody is, like, again, we don't want to lose money. We want to make money with you, and we want to build this community and continuously make money as a family is what we call it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about helping each other. That's it. Like, it's like, and here's another thing. If you guys bring me a deal and it's a bad deal, I'm going to tell you this is a terrible deal. And what did I just do? I just saved you from buying a bad house. Okay.
He will tell you.
Yeah. And here's another thing, you guys, like, this is real. Like, this is live right now. It's not recorded. Okay. Like, I'm on every week with you guys, every single week, hour and a half, 2 hours, every single week. All right, let's call another one. What do we got here?
I have a question.
By the way, you guys are going to love this week's Flipping El Musas. It's a tiny little cabin in Big Bear, and this thing came out so cute. Did anyone see the new show, by the way? You guys liking the new show, The Flipping El Musas? A lot of fun. I had a great time filming it.
You want to say Dallas?
Yeah, let's keep looking here. Sorry. Yeah, that's 2 days on Zillow.
Your
Where are we
wife
looking
does a
now,
great
Dallas
job
still?
with you.
Yeah, we're gonna look at Dallas again. Why not?
Heather is a great resource, Tarek.
Yes, she is. She's expensive though. All right, so these houses are looking pretty nice.
Ooh.
Tarek, we don't call that expensive. We just call that luxury.
Happy wife, happy life, everybody. All right. If you guys think this is fun, you guys better be coming to the live event. Now that's gonna be fun. We're having a big party Friday night. I might even dance. I don't know. If I dance, there's no recording allowed because it's ugly. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, how many people are aware of the live event that's coming up in April? See in the chat. How many people are coming?
Yeah, who's coming? Who's coming to hang out?
I love it. We have a lot of people.
Stephanie, Mark, Marla. I love it. Chrissy, Angela.
Imagine where your guys' life would be if you did this with me every week for the
Olivia.
next year. Think about that. Sorry, I got on a tangent, but think about that.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, guys, just so you guys know, we have a 2-day live event of us literally doing this. It's a 2-day live training with Tarek, with Heather, with our team. Very high level to, again, get you guys started in this business. Now is the best time to start. Now's the time to get ahead of that wave. If you guys have not learned more about the program or not learned more about the live event, we do have a link if you guys want to drop it in the chat for us. And we'd love for you guys to come join us and check it out. We're gonna be in Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, there it is right there. Thank you, Michael.
All right, so this one right here, you guys, this one just stood out to me. So they just bought this house. No, so this is a flip that they didn't really flip because they even left the dark carpet. So they just bought it and they're trying to resell it. That's a no-go.
Dallas is too much.
Yeah, why does Dallas have so many nice houses? What's going on here? Well, what is this little
It looks like the
gem?
Georgia house.
How's this looking?
Oh,
Ooh, this is a fancy schmancy. I love
That
this
is-
thing.
That is sexy. I think we should go to this one.
Now, this is an example of a fixer-upper. People say, how do you find them? Well, I use these eyes I got, and they're not even that good. All right, let's see when they bought this thing.
all right, I'm gonna run comps real quick.
Great. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it fell out of escrow. It was pending. All right, let's call them. So the big thing is, you guys, when I'm making these calls, even if I'm not sending out an offer amount, you see how much information I gather? And then I even say, well, what if I offered 300? And I'm just gauging to see if they're willing to move. And if you feel like, okay, maybe they are, well, then you go do your work. You run the comps, you analyze the deal, and then you write the offer. But what a lot of people do is, okay, this is what a lot of people do, and a lot of you on right now. You see this house right here, this fixer? What they do is they see this, they take the address, they run the comps, they go drive by the house, they go walk in with the contractor, they go get a bid. By then, I'm already buying the house. All that stuff comes after. The number one goal is getting the deal. All right, let's call Paul Blair. 239, 239, 239, 239.
Yeah.
28, 90, 28, 69, 26. Paul, and this is on Michigan. Hey, is this Paul?
Yeah,
Hey, what's going on, Paul? My name is Tarek El Moussa. I was calling about your listing on Michigan Avenue.
sure.
How you doing tonight?
All right.
All right, cool. Well, hey, I'm giving a call because this property stood out to me. I was looking through the pictures. It looks like a fixer-upper, and I'm a buy and hold as well as a fix and flip investor. So I was just wondering if you had any offers on it.
I do.
Okay, great. Did you have one offer, two offers, multiple offers?
37.
You got 37 offers. Oh my gosh. 37 offers. How did you end up with 37 offers? Because I noticed you reduced the price. I think he's lying.
I got about 35 wholesalers that wrote offers that can't cash the check on.
Oh god. Okay. So how many real offers you got?
2.
So you got 2 real offers. All right. You watch HGTV at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you.
One of my agents is on the show.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen my show. It's called Flip or Flop or Flipping 101 or the Flipping Almusas.
No.
Yeah, well, I got a couple of shows on the network, but yeah, I mean, I'm just calling about this thing, and that's why I'm calling because, you know, I'm a real credible real estate investor. I've done over 1,000 deals, and what's happening in today's market is, yeah, you guys are getting 40 offers on these listings and none of which, a lot of the times the buyers aren't really going to close, and they don't know what they're doing. So I'm just trying.
Wholesalers. And they call me saying they're a buyer and they write an offer and then we accept it and then they lose their money because they don't know what kind of contract they've written and they lose their earnest money because they don't pay attention to their option periods. That's happened like 4 times on their property.
Okay, so
And another 2 times wholesalers just canceled because they didn't have a buyer.
got it. So I mean, so you're no, yeah. I mean, I get it. So your seller's probably tired of the bullshit then.
He don't care.
Yeah.
We just won't accept an option period anymore.
Got
And
it.
therefore the wholesaler stopped calling.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question then. So you can make some money, I can make some money, your seller can make some money, and this house can be gone. If I were to buy this thing all cash, no bullshit cash, proof of funds, the whole 9 yards, how negotiable are they on price?
I don't know. You have to ask him. You know, and he was in contract near this number before, and he hasn't gone into contract any bit lower than close to this number before. Where is he at now? I don't know. He's got a spreadsheet with 37 offers, and he hasn't called me to tell me he likes it.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
He's not going to give it to you for $100,000.
yeah, maybe not 100, but like, you know, 140, you know, closed in 5 to 7 days is a lot better than 37 offers that aren't going anywhere, you know?
Yeah, I probably have 10 offers at 140. We never called us back. You know, I got 140, 150, 160, 170. When he decides to tell me to call one of them, I do.
Got it. Okay, so the seller's just kind of holding at his price, and that's why he's getting all these offers from wholesalers. And the cash investors like me, they're coming in lower because that's where they need to be to make money. So it sounds like they're at a standstill then.
If you want to make an offer at a price, we can have.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. I'm gonna run some numbers on this thing. And I'll reach out tomorrow if things are looking good. We'll get an offer going.
Okay. I'm a little tied up most of the day, so if I can get back to you quick, I will at some point. I'm just on a real estate commission. Wow.
Yeah.
At this point, you have to call me, and then it's going to take me a couple hours to get back to you, which is unnormal. But it never happens for a while.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'll shoot you a text.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right. Well, it's very nice chatting with you, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Bye. Okay, well, Paul was, he was not very nice to me, everybody. But you see, I kept going. By the end of the conversation, he was communicating with me. He was talking to me. So here's what we have here. The house, the offer, it needs to be about 140. That's what the seller's getting offers. But he doesn't want 140. He wants more, but that's why his house isn't selling. So this, I might spend a little bit of time on it, not much. It's time for us to go look for another deal where they're ready to act fast. I don't want to chase this deal. But you guys see what we're doing? I'm passing deals, which could be deals, because I'm looking for better deals. Because this might be a distraction. All right.
And just, Chuck, so the comps on that one came in at about 260. So you're right on needing to get it at about 140.
Yep, 140.
Yep.
All right, let's do one more in Dallas.
Ooh, that one got a price cut.
I kind of like this one. Got a broken garage door. That's a sign.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice for us. I like this one. Oh, where'd it go? All right.
Boom. Let's see what we got.
I got a question in the chat box. Do you guys think if I did this all day, every day for 30 deals, 30 days in a row, would I get 5, 10 deals? I'm curious. Do you guys think I would all day, every day?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think if you did this all day, every day for 30 days, you would get a couple deals?
Absolutely.
Yes, you would. Okay. We're on the same page. Great.
Tarek, somebody asked about our closing deal that you and Grayson found on the last call, the guy with the 3 deals.
Oh yeah.
Which
I
one?
love it. We've got repeat students on the last deal finding call at the end when the guy didn't believe it was you and
Oh, yeah.
he offered up 3 additional properties. Somebody
Yeah.
just brought it up in the chat, said, what's the deal with the guy from 3 properties?
Yeah. Well, they didn't turn out to be that good, but now I have a relationship and I'll buy deals with them. It's about building. Here's another thing. So tonight, you guys, I'm just looking for deals, right? I'm looking for now money. But if I wasn't live with you guys, I would massage the conversation. I would get to know the agent. I would say, hey, if you come across a fixer-upper, do you mind calling me? Do you mind if I follow up with you? Do you mind if we work together for the next 20 years? And then you take the agent's name and phone number, you put it into a database. And then once every month you call him, hey, Brian, it's Tarek again. Hey, man, just give it a call to see if you came across any good fixers for me. No, not yet. Okay, please just keep on looking. And just so you know, I'm in the market. So make sure you call me right away. That's it. That's it. Okay. Victoria.
So on this one, Tarek, we're looking at about 265 is what it looks like on my end.
265. Okay. And that's if it was like remodeled nice.
Yeah, let's look at it a little bit closer.
So 265 minus 1.8.
200 square feet smaller. No, I mean, we could definitely sell ours for a little bit more. So I'd say 285 would be like a good solid comp.
But would that be like new kitchen with an island, granite counters,
Yep.
backs?
Yep.
Okay, so you're talking, I don't even know how much construction is in Dallas, but I'm assuming it's lower than California. So let's just call it 100 grand. I just guess 100 grand. So what did you say? To what? 285? 285. So if it was fixed up, it'll sell for 285. I got to spend $100,000 to make it look like that. So 285 minus 100 is 185. I have 15,000 in selling costs, puts me at 170. Holding costs. So at 150, oh, so my break even would be one. So I need to get this thing 135.
Yep.
Well, let's live a little. Let's see what happens.
Let's let it roll.
I like this tonight. I'm having fun. I gotta do these more often. I should do it every night. Get more deals.
Victoria speaking to help you.
Hey, Victoria. My name is Tarek El Musa, calling about your listing on Old Mill Lane. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. So I was just looking through Zillow and this property really stood out to me. I noticed that it's been on the market for a while and it appears it might need a little bit of work. So I'm giving a call to get an update on the status and find out if you had any offers.
I have offers on that property every day,
Yep.
but none that I am taking.
Uh-oh.
The price is what the price is. So, it's 175. It's an investor property, which tells you that it needs some work. We don't do any option periods, which means you can't take the house off the market. Just so you can take a look at it. If you want to do any inspections, you have to do that before we sign a contract.
Got it. Well, let me ask you a question real quick. Because I did notice, I mean, so you said the seller's not negotiable at all. Okay, well, I did see that
Without a realtor, they'll take the realtor fees off, but that's about it.
okay, so a little bit negotiable on the realtor fees. Yeah, okay, so I understand. So the seller wants the 175. My numbers are more like around 145, 150.
It won't happen.
Got it. So let me ask you a question then, because I mean, it appears like your seller wants to sell the house because they've been on the market for 240 days. So do you know what's going to have to happen in order for him to consider a lower price?
Okay, so he's not gonna consider a lower price. First of all, I am the owner. It's me and my husband. And we have over 200 rental properties. That's just one that we haven't gotten to yet. I've got 3 crews rehabbing properties right now. I just haven't gotten to the house yet.
Well, just so you know who you're talking to, this is Tariq El Moussa from HGTV, and I have over 1,000 properties.
I'm sorry, you cut out. I didn't hear you.
I said, so you know who this is. This is Tariq El Moussa from HGTV. So I wasn't trying to offend
I'm
you.
sorry. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I said, this is Tariq El Moussa from HGTV. And
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I have about 1,000.
So,
Yeah, well, I got a couple of shows on there.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It just sounded like you were getting frustrated when I was asking about a lower price.
Oh, I'm not frustrated. I'm just saying we're not gonna go any lower because we'll rehab it ourselves.
Oh, yeah, totally understand. So your backup plan would be just to keep it.
You have a really bad connection. I can hardly hear you.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Well, thank you so much for your time. All right. So the reason she was getting upset with me is because I was using sales questions on her and I was putting her in a box. So what happened there is she was saying the seller won't reduce, but a buyer can really only pay this. So I was just trying to say, well, what is going to be the plan? If the seller won't reduce and no one wants to buy it, what are you going to do? So obviously she got frustrated because she is the seller and she is being stubborn. And she didn't want to reduce the price. So she'll be sitting on this rental for a very long time, just like it is. And that's all, it's not going to sell. And that's life. And it's okay. So do you see these conversations? They're all different. You're dealing with different people, different personalities, different situations. And regardless of how nice or rude or arrogant or condescending, doesn't matter what it is, we always stay positive, professional with a big smile, and we gather information. We're just detectives. That's what we are. We're gathering information so we can make a deal. All right, who wants to do another one?
So where should we go next, Sark?
We're getting Nashville. We're getting 2-3 cities in and around the Orange County.
Too late for Nashville. Let's do.
Getting a lot of Lancaster, LA, Orange County,
We
Fresno.
could do Phoenix.
Let's
We
do
could do
LA.
Scottsdale, where the
Arizona.
event's gonna be.
Arizona.
All right, we're gonna do Arizona and LA. So let's do.
You want to do Scottsdale? You want to go right around the event? You want to see if we can find one in Phoenix or
No, because
Scottsdale?
they're going to be higher priced. And in the market, let's do
Mesa.
Let's do
Mesa's good.
Yeah, let's do Mesa.
Elsie shook her head yes, so I'm assuming. Yep, Elsie's giving us a yes. All right, perfect.
Hey, by the way, if you guys are having fun and you guys are seriously interested in like getting started, don't forget to book your strategy session. They're totally free. There should be a link in the chat.
Yep.
Okay, so what is this? What city?
Mesa.
Mesa. Oh, Mesa, Arizona.
Let's see.
Come on, where are you, fixer-uppers?
They're there.
170.
I think this is a tear down. Wait. Let's see.
Ooh, price cut. Ooh.
Investor special.
Home
Yeah.
is on studs. That's a good one.
I wouldn't touch that thing. Not right now. So another thing, we got to be smart about which properties we go after. Do I want to buy a house? Do I want to build a house right now? With everything going on, interest rates doubling, banks going out of business, talk of a recession. No, I do not. We went till 7, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We got a little bit of time. Mhm. And by the way, I'm showing you guys the slowest way to do this, okay? If you spend like $100 a month, there's ways to do it about 10 times faster. But tonight was about showing you you can do it with internet and a phone for free. So that's why it's so slow tonight. Come on, house. Ooh, that's a pretty big reduction. Oh, is that Leisure World?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's tough to say. Oh, I thought it was 51,000 reduction. It was only 5,100. What is this one? This one's pretty nice and clean, actually. Maybe they're motivated. Let's find out. You see this one,
Definitely
you
makes it
guys?
work.
This looks like it's a potential. And you can tell that whoever owns the house cares because they cleaned it up nice. You see how nice it is? It's just old. It's dated. So maybe this has been a rental property for a long time. Let's look. Built in 1971. Oh, 55 and over community. Yeah, those are tough. Yeah, because it's Mesa. All right. Let's try, I guess. What do we got? All right, I'm not liking Mesa. Let's look at Culver City.
Good spot.
Oh, it's the price. I
Palmer
gotta
Springs,
tell you.
California.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Actually, no, we can't do North Carolina. Let's do Phoenix. Hey, Mike, should I make this the last one, then we can do a little Q&A with everybody, or what do you think? Because we're getting short on time.
Yeah, let's find one more gold. I've been capturing a ton of questions from folks. We'll do a little Q&A and answer some of these questions that have been dropped into the chat.
All right, we're gonna try one more. You guys think about what I did in 1 hour. I talked to, I think, 4 or 5 different brokers. I've generated leads. We have some potentials. That was in 1 hour. For free. Looking for price reductions or fixers. Come on, I know you're there.
Here's a potential one, Tarek, over on Shea Boulevard.
Did I pass it?
There's a nice fixture on Shea. It's a 3810 East Shea Boulevard in Phoenix. It's 330. Let's see.
East Shea.
East Shea, SHEA Boulevard, yeah. EA. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. It's an interesting looking house. Go and show. This home is actually on a service road.
Mhm.
One day on Zillow, so just was listed.
Yep.
Yeah, let me see.
See what else we got.
Yeah, it's gonna be too soon on this one. It was just listed. Let me see if I can find one that's been on the market for a while. Huh. Can I search days on market? Yeah, this is a lot easier with the software because I can just put all listings in the country that have been on the market for more than 110 days, and then all the old listings will come up. So this is the slowest way, you guys, to do what we do. The absolute slowest.
And yet in an hour and a half, we've looked at 4 or 5 meaningful deals, talked to 3 realtors, and would have had the ability to make 3 offers. A couple of them looked like they would shake out great.
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's something in one of those deals. They just need to be worked now.
I want to point out too, Tark, the follow-up game is critical. A lot of investors will call, and the fact that you actually follow up the next day builds massive rapport with these sellers, and you can likely work your price down just by keeping your word and following up the next day, even if it's a not interested. You build the relationship in the follow-up game.
Yep. Here's why, you guys. Because these real estate agents, did you guys hear how frustrated they are? And they're frustrated because amateurs are calling them all day and they don't know what to do, and they're wasting their time, right? Which means there's opportunity. So if you communicate well, if you follow up, you call back when you say you're going to call back, they're going to remember you and they're going to want to work with you. Price cut 50,000. That's a big cut. Okay, so this is interesting. So this property is in great shape, right? So here are the signs I look for. Are they motivated? 1, they reduced the price $50,000. That's a big reduction. 2, this is a tenant occupied property. We all know you never want to sell a property while it's tenant occupied unless you what? Unless you have to, right? So those 2 things right there tell me we might have a motivated seller right here. So let's call him. How long has it been on the market? And when did they buy it? 2009 for 111. Wow. We're going to be saying that in 15 years about today's pricing too.
Christy.
Christy. 1480. 3575. Losing my voice. Let me drink a little water first. Oh, I got one right here. Thank you.
This is Christy.
Hey, Christy, my name is Tarek El Moussa. I was calling about your listing on Raymond Street.
This is the realtor I called Mr.
Yeah, it is. How you doing tonight?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm actually just teaching some people about real estate right now, and I'm trying to buy houses, believe it or not. So I'm calling you.
Do it, huh?
Of course. Well, this property looks really unique. I see it's in pretty good shape. You've been on the market, it says 11 days, but it also shows a $50,000 price reduction. So I was a little bit confused. I was wondering if you can help me out.
Sure. So the challenge with it is that there is a tenant in there until January of next year. that we can't really get out. We've tried offering cash for keys and stuff like that. His credit just isn't the greatest.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, we can't really move him out. So the person's gonna have to take interest in having him until January of next year. So my client is an investor, and he's just like, well, let's just bring the price to a place where someone could afford the $1,600 rent payment because it is much lower than it should be, so that it makes it, appealing to them.
Got it. Well, let me ask you a question, because obviously, I'm an investor. And I typically try not to sell my properties that are tenant occupied. So why is your seller selling this property while it's tenant occupied?
If you met Wes, you'd understand. He's a great investor. So what happened was in 2008, he bought about 35 properties in this part of town, kind of like in for like $80,000-$90,000 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's done really paid him all
Yeah.
cash. He bought all cash. He was in the furniture business prior, so he did pretty well. And so now every once in a while he'll just call me and say, "Hey, Christy, let's sell something." So that's what he does. And and it's funny because I've suggested to him a few times, it's maybe not the best one to sell right now because it is harder to get them out. We tried, but he wanted to see what happened.
Got it. Okay. So, obviously, I wouldn't want to waste your time. And, I'm looking for buy and hold properties. And this one is interesting to me, at the right price.
Been there for 5 years.
What is that tenant paying?
So they're only paying $1,600 a month right now, but I know for a fact they can go up to $2,000 because when we were having them look for other properties, that's what they could go to. So come January, their rent can definitely be increased. It's just they haven't done. I think they went up $200 in the past 4 years.
Yeah. No, I mean, the rents are crazy. I mean, and that's the tough thing right now is if this was, a year and a half ago with a 3% interest rate, I'm writing a full price offer right now. It's just tough when the rates are at 6 and 7. So, I mean, do you think if I were to send like a cash offer, 10-day close as is, do you think there's much room on price?
I do know there is some wiggle room in there. So if you send something, I would definitely bring it to him. So I will tell you this: he has rejected things in the 250 and 275 range.
Okay, so he's rejected things in the 250 and 275 range. And do you think he might be open to that now, or is he still going to reject that?
Well, we just put it on the market a few days ago. We've had to have 48-hour notice showings because of the tenant. So we really haven't had many people in there just yet. All I can say is submit something. I'm always going to bring it to him. I don't know where he goes. You know what, Chrissy, just get rid of it for me. Or he says, another low offer, maybe I take it off the market. I don't know where that point is for him. Got
it. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to run some numbers on it and see what price I think would be a good offer for me. But I'd probably be closer to the range where he's rejected offers with today's interest rates.
Have you seen the comps though? The comps put it closer to 4 if they were out.
Yeah. Well, I got to run the comps too. I usually try to get the house and then figure it out.
You do a little bit backwards, huh?
Yeah, why not? We don't want to waste time.
Gotcha.
So, hey, while I got you on the phone, do you have any other deals that are off market that I might be able to buy? You could represent me?
So, if you want, so like I told you, he has 30 other houses. If there's something that you have specifically you're looking for and you want to send that to me, I can go to him and say, hey, look, and a price point, we can talk about which ones he'd be willing to, because they're all tenant occupied.
Yeah.
If
Well,
I want good tenants in them, I can ask him which ones he'd be willing to let go of.
yeah, I can just tell you right off the bat, I look to pay in today's market about 65 cents on the dollar cash. So if someone's motivated and they want to unload it, that's someone I could work with.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to go that low, but like some of the ones that we don't even have listed yet. And I'm trying to think. I don't have anything currently coming up. I can ask my team too. Is the number you called me on a good one if I needed to reach back out to you to just send you a text message or?
Oh, 100%. This is my cell phone number. So if you could do me a favor, save my contact, and I'm totally not kidding. Whether it's today, tomorrow, a year from now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, just remember me and please send me any deals you come across because I would love to buy them.
Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely do that. All right. Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. And then if I do have something that's a little bit more interesting, I will definitely give you a call and see if it's something you would want to take a look at.
Okay. Awesome, Christy. Well, thank you so much. Hope you have a great night.
Thanks, Derek. You as well.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
All right. That was a good one. Hey, but do you see that? She's already talking 250, 275. Well, maybe he'll take 280. So I need to run the comps. So, all right.
Tarek,
let's do some Q-
what I love about that one too, what I love about that one is, I mean, in the mentorship and in the 2-day event that we have coming up, one of the strategies that might be perfect for this is utilizing creative financing, which actually might work out perfectly for a property like this.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but at the live event in April, of course, I'm going to be there. Heather's going to be there. But Jamil Damji, Mr. Wholesale, he's going to be there live and in person teaching you guys. Pace Morby, Mr. Subject 2, he's going to be there live and in person teaching you guys. And then also we're going to have Marion Romaine from Heather's cast of Selling Sunset. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Tarek, on day one, it's not going to be talking heads. We actually have a full day of live workshopping where you're going to get together with some experienced students, some investors that have been mentored by Tarek now for years. And we're going to pair groups together to do dialing, to look out at what you're doing with contractors. We're bringing in somebody, a guy that actually trains Tarek's internal team. A friend of Tarek's named Jerry is going to come in and actually walk people through questions. Grayson is going to be live on site to talk about deal finding with you guys and to run strategy sessions. So this is not a talking heads. Okay, now every speaker has something to sell you. This is a mastermind where people are going to get their hands dirty and do deals live.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. All right, what do you think, Mike? Should we open it up to some questions? Well, the big thing is this. I know I've asked this throughout the night. So we had a couple hundred people on. After seeing what I just did, is there anyone on here that thinks they can't do this? And for what reason? Because I'm real curious. And by the way, all I did, if you listen to my phone calls, all I did with that, I was ask questions. You guys can literally record tonight's Zoom. It's going to be emailed to you and play and pause, right? So when I'm talking, play, write down the question I asked the agent, hit pause, okay? Write it down. You can literally, I probably asked, I don't know, 60 questions, 70 questions. Write down every question I asked. So next time you're on the phone, guess what you can do? Well, you can ask the same questions. That's all it is. Asking a series of questions to get you to the result that you want.
Tarek, we had a ton of great questions coming. Grayson, you just attacked one of them very, very briefly, which is people are asking about financing. People are asking about full cash offers and how do they do them? And, there's a number of strategies to get creative financing, which is the term that Grayson used earlier. Also, Tarek, with all the partners that we have, like Kiavi with our students, being able to access financing through your channels and your partnerships allows people to get into these deals faster. That's part of, why we bring people to calls like this is you guys want to access the broad resources that Tarek has. Some of those resources are how our students are getting into deals like this.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't like, a recruiting session tonight. This is just a deal finding session, but like within the community, I don't know if you guys know this, every Thursday night, okay? Every Thursday night, we have deal review with Tarek Buys Houses. Tarek Buys Houses is my real estate investment company behind all of the TV shows. That company is ran by my two main guys, Parker and Adam. Those are your coaches. Those are the two that teach you every single week how to analyze these deals. I teach you to find them. They teach you to analyze them. You meet with your coach. You go over them. We write offers. Bam. And we make deals happen, you guys. All right. What kind of questions we got here, Mike? We got any more?
Hey, so what questions do you guys have for Tarek? If you can, load them up into the chat. And they're going to come in fast now. I can see this.
I know.
Oh, they're going too fast.
Oh, all right. So one just came in from Mike Forster. Do you buy houses and Airbnb them? So the answer is, each house has its own individual place inside of your portfolio. Funny enough, that is the topic of our internal coaching webinar this week is short-term rentals. But I'm going to let Tarek answer for himself.
Sure.
I just think it's funny that's our topic this week.
Yes. So I do have some short-term rentals and they have performed fantastic the last couple of years. And because of that, everybody and their mother, brother, sister, and cousin are buying Airbnbs. On top of that, the government printed $33 trillion and gave it away, and nobody wanted to work, and everybody started traveling. Okay. So here's what's happening. Interest rates doubled. We are in a slight recession. Inventory's growing. People are getting laid off, which means they're going to stop traveling. When they stop traveling, we're going to have more available inventory of Airbnbs, which means if they want to rent those Airbnbs, they have to do what? They have to drop the price. So right now, it's market specific. I'm not a huge fan of Airbnbs today. Next year, I'm going to be a huge fan of them. Maybe it's 2025, right? So we do different things during different times of the market. But now there's subsets of that, because maybe the Airbnb you're talking about is in a niche market, which is a great area. And that's why it's important to bring it to your coach so they can review it with you. You need to protect yourself with knowledge, you guys.
Tarek, I want to speak to that. Genesis asked the question, how do I get a coach? I will tell you guys, I've been in the coaching business for 20 plus years. I worked for a really, really tall motivational guy for a good portion of that, who's considered to be a great business coach. And Tarek, as I joined Tarek's team, I looked at the knowledge of the coaches on Tarek's team overall. We have coaches that have invested in real estate. We have coaches that know the real estate game. It's really important when you're interviewing a coach to find a coach that has a depth of knowledge and expertise in the area that you want coaching and mentorship from. Tarek's journey was that he hired a real estate coach when he got into real estate. And so please, as you're looking for coaches, vet them. You know, our homeschooled coaches are vetted at different levels. We have coaches that can walk you through your first journey into flipping. And then we have coaches that can help you scale your flipping business. So you want to make sure that you're checking that out. So Genesis, email me. I put my email in the chat. Tarek, we had another great question. Jeff asked, how many flips did you do before hiring construction help? Said, I'm looking at 6 properties tomorrow. I've done 6 flips so far.
Oh, you mean like having someone do the work?
Yes.
Oh, I got an answer for that one. All right. So my very first flip I ever did was a condo in Santa Ana, California. I paid $115,000 for this thing. I spent $17,000 to fix it up, and I made a profit of $34,000. At the time, felt like $340,000, like I won the lottery, because I had fun doing it. It was the most incredible time I've ever been paid in my life, that very first deal. But I did all the work. That was also the home video for the show. So I electrocuted myself. I burned my feet with acid. I painted all the baseboards to the floor. I dragged the water heater and scratched my new floor, but I got it done. Then here's what happened. At the end of it, I got my check for $34,000. So I had money. But you know what I didn't have, Mike? I didn't have any more houses. You want to know why? Because instead of calling agents and looking for houses, I was cutting lawns and painting walls and demoing kitchens. Why in the world was I doing minimum wage work when I could be doing work that can make me hundreds of thousands of dollars? So after my very first deal, I said, I am never going to work on a house again, because I can hire someone to go work on the house. I can't hire someone to be me and go get me a house. So that's where I moved all my focus to deal finding. You guys, deal finding. I want to get rid of this idea that it takes years in real estate to make money. Bullshit. I made money fast selling houses. I made money fast flipping houses because I focused on what matters. And the only thing that matters is finding deals. And if you understand that, you get out there, you go find deals, you bring it to us, we walk you through the process. After a couple of them, you can just do them on your own, because now you have that experience. Experience is the one thing you can't buy. Right? And the only way to get it is by doing. And the only way to do it is to do it. So it's time for a lot of you to get off the sidelines. The opportunity's here. The last opportunity was in 2008, 2009, 2010. This is it. This is training day. I'm telling you, we got a tsunami coming with opportunity. And you got to know what to do when the time comes.
Loving it. We have another great question. Sorry, I'm scrolling as people are typing. When you submit an offer, do you already have the cash buyer or investor ready? And what do you do if the cash buyer backs out after you submit the offer?
No, I do not have the investor ready. And if they back out, well, I back out too. It happens. I don't want to lose money.
Yeah, and that was from Sabrina. Sabrina, thank you for that. And then Yuruska, Rue, you have your hand up. Hi, can you unmute and join us?
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Hi. I'm in the program just under a month. I'm very excited.
All right. You better
Congratulations.
start asking me questions on Wednesday
I
night. 'Cause
know,
I haven't
I
seen
know,
this
I
face
know.
before.
I know, but you'll see me at your event. I'm going to the event. So I'm
All
super
right.
excited.
It's gonna be fun. The party Friday is gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm so beyond excited. So my question is, Florida's so expensive. I was the one that was looking at that house that you talked to with the liens and stuff. That was one of the houses I called on. Can I wholesale outside of Florida? Like in Texas, it was like $1.75. I'm like, what? Like, can I find an out of state and then you guys help me wholesale it?
I'm sitting in California right now. I'm not
Okay.
in Florida. I'm on the other side of the country.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. I'm just trying. Okay. Because I definitely want to do wholesaling. I do.
Yes.
I've done 2 flips.
Listen. Yeah. So
But I
listen,
haven't.
Here's what I've learned in my life, because I've done some pretty interesting things. When we're young and we're growing up, we think about our city, right? Or we think about our county, and then we get older and then we start thinking about our state. And then we get older and we think about our state or our county, right? For me, you got to expand your mind and realize, like, this is a big world out there. The opportunity is the entire country, right? And then outside of that, the way I look at it, my opportunity as a brand is the entire world, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to make my way into Dubai right now, into the UK right now. I'm serious. I know it sounds batshit crazy, but I'm serious. Why not?
Right. Why not? You're so right.
So yes, you can wholesale out of state, do exactly what we teach you to do. You don't buy anything without verifying the information, and we protect ourselves at all time.
Okay, thank you. And can I just ask one more non-related question, but regarding the event, because I'm flying in and I was told it started Friday night at a party and then training Saturday. So then I was like, so it's one day, but Coach Mike just said it starts 9 a.m. on Friday. When were we going to get like a schedule? Because I need to,
Yes.
I didn't get my airplane ticket yet, but I got my hotel. So I think I'm short one night if that's the case. Because I think I'm flying in Friday night thinking, or early Friday, but not. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. It's 2 days of training. Friday is going to be a mixed action session for both students and new attendees. And then Sunday is panels with Saturday, I'm sorry. Friday is mixed training. Saturday is all of the panels with the experts. So you want to be present for both days. For Friday night, yes, there is a student-only cocktail party.
But I want to be there in the morning, Friday, not Friday night.
Better change that flight.
Change that
I
flight.
don't have a flight yet. I don't have flight. I have my hotel.
All
So
right.
I need an extra night in the hotel, I think. No.
Yeah,
I
yes.
don't know.
You don't want to miss Friday.
Do not miss Friday. And a refined agenda will be going out to everyone ASAP.
Okay, just because I didn't want to get the flight yet, but
And Tarek, should we tell everyone that there's a special unnamed guest that we'll be letting everybody this week know who the special guest is, but we're not saying it yet.
Sure. Am I saying the name or am I not saying the name?
We're not saying the name.
Oh, okay. That was blew it already. Look at that. All right. So yes, we have a very special guest at the live event. He's a very good friend of mine. He's founded and built multiple publicly traded companies, and he's my mentor and he's my personal coach in life. So it's going to be out of this world, and you guys are going to love it. I mean, this is another level. So we don't get to surround ourselves with people like this, and he's going to be there speaking to all of us. So I'm real excited.
thank you guys so much. And been watching the show. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you. Oh, did you mute yourself, Mike?
I did. Yuruska, your action step with your coach is to start looking at areas outside of the state for you to do some wholesaling in. Yes.
Totally. I'm on it. I'm gonna write it down. Coach Jen's gonna be like, yeah.
Coach Jen's gonna be excited. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. Actually, B, you asked how do we finance a fixer earlier, I think. B, what is your question?
Yeah, so well, that was one of my questions, and the other one was, can you do a long distance flip? Just because I live in the Bay Area and it's really expensive to buy here, and so it's hard for me to kind of figure out how to get started in the area or how to get started in general because the entry cost is so high.
100%. It just takes work and a plan. I'll give you an example. Let's just say you wanted to go flip houses in Dallas, Texas. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is identify the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second thing you need to do is find a house. The third thing you're going to need to do, if you want to actually fix and flip it, you need to find a contractor. So if you call a contractor and they're 2 miles away or 200 miles away or 2,000 miles away, does it make a difference? No, it's still on the phone, right? So your interview is over the phone, it's over Zoom. And you're going to find local contractors in Dallas that work with fix and flip investors that have a track record of doing fix and flips in that market. And once they prove to you they've done that, you talk to their past clients, you get the seal of approval, and then you know that's a potential contractor for you.
Got it.
That's it. But that's what I'm saying.
And so I don't need to be there physically seeing the house and walking it and doing any of that?
I don't see any. I mean, only time I see the houses is on my show. But, and this is why, okay, so boots on the ground. So here's what you do. You want to make sure your house is well taken care of. So now go find the house. You got the house. You got the contractor, right? Now you're going to go find a real estate agent. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Real Estate Agent, this house at 123 Main Street, I'm remodeling it. When it's done, you're going to list it and sell it for me. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. Fantastic. In the meantime, every week, I need you to stop by the house and give me an update. Do you think you could do that?
Okay.
Put other people to work, and they're going to work because they're going to get paid. You are the heart of the business. You are the one who feeds their families. You buy the house, you help the title company, you help the escrow company, you help the lawyers, you help the contractors, you help the subcontractors, you help Home Depot, you help the real estate agents. We are fueling the economy. Real estate investors fuel this economy.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And in terms of financing, that's hard money. Sounds like it's like really popular to do.
I love hard money, and there's so many different options. You can do hard money financing. You can do private money financing. You can do the Partner with Tarek program. Like there's so many different options for you.
Okay. Thanks, Tarek. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Tarek,
So I'm getting all loud and excited. You guys need to learn how to mute me. Can we mute me?
We're not muting you. Can we? Do we have time for one more?
One last one. Let's do it.
All right. It says Brianna Fulbright. Now, this does not look like a Brianna, but the hand is up. If you can unmute.
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing tonight?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
My name is Sam. I know I'm not as pretty as Brianna. That's my wife.
There we go, Sam.
Yeah, she
How's it going tonight?
So I think she put it in here earlier. Do you only ask agents to double in deals out of state?
Nope. I never represent myself. I always let the listing agent represent me unless they don't want to. Here's another big trap, everybody. If you start doing this without any coaching or training or help, the first agent you're going to call, they're going to say, oh, don't worry about it. I'll go find you a deal. And then they're going to send you a bunch of crap all day and waste your time. You need to go directly to the source. So you only work with the person representing the property you're trying to buy. It's very, very important. You get more information. They're typically more negotiable, and they get more commission, which means they're more motivated for you to get the house.
So that's a go-to every time for you.
Every single time.
10-4. Thank you.
You got it.
We're excited about seeing you in Arizona too, man.
All right. It's going to be fun. Are you in homeschool? Are we partying Friday?
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Bree, we've been in it. We're almost a year.
Oh yeah. I know the name. Come on, like I'm sorry. There's too many faces on my screen.
Yeah, she's got the primary name, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Me too. My house too. Same rule.
There you go. We all have a good night. I appreciate all the information.
Yeah, you got it. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And the most important thing tonight was for me to convince you to believe in yourself to do it. And I feel like I showed you the easiest way to get started. There was nothing special about what I did tonight. You picked the states. I looked through houses. I called people. I asked questions. I gathered information, and we generated leads. That's all it is. That's all it is. So if you guys want to like really get started and you guys want to do this, make sure you schedule a strategy session. Come to the live event April 28th and 29th. And for all my homeschool students, I will see you all on Wednesday night live. Bye, guys.